Because I'm sorry, you got your whole family out there. You talking about $3,000 for the whole weekend. Now I know I'm bougie as hell. Okay, I realize this, and I buy gifts and receive gifts for the most arbitrariness of shit. But I ain't never gave no Easter gifts. Okay, and $3,000 for your whole family, girl, you was going to buy some pharmaceuticals or some booty.
So wait a minute.
I
She
think
gave Easter gifts?
I think it was
That's what
Don
she said.
Jr.
She said she
stash.
was getting it to take her for Easter activities, Easter gifts, and to take her family out to dinner
I
with
thought the
three
gift
thousand
was
dollars for
Jesus
the whole
Christ getting up
weekend.
after 3 days. I thought that was the gift.
I guess
That's
Viagra. I
the
guess she's
resurrection.
giving everybody Viagra for the
I don't know
resurrection for the
about
youth.
gift. That's to be
So you
determined.
so you mean to tell me in addition
All
to
right,
the
that's kind of a
brains
stretch
and the
right
eggs
there.
and shit?
That's in the eye
Motherfuckers
of the
get
beholder,
money?
I guess.
Listen, that,
I don't
that
know,
must
but
have
when
been
I
the
saw
greatest
that,
Easter
No,
egg.
hold up. When you say
all I know
Easter,
is
we
when
talking
I
about
saw
regular
that,
eggs or toilet eggs?
ew,
Stop.
ew. I
Angry?
called my daddy. I called my daddy and was like, they giving Easter gifts, so I need one. You know what he told me?
How
He
much
said,
is an Easter basket?
no, he said, Happy, your birthday is 4 days after Easter. You're born. That is your gift. Oh, okay. Bitch, don't
And
forget
on
you
the
getting
fourth
old.
day,
The
fuck?
nursing home is about to be your gift. Keep playing with me, old man.
I'm gonna find a damn holiday for Rao. Watch. The sun god gonna give me a holiday. And I'm dead at I'm so serious.
She
I'm
had
so fucking serious.
she had $3,000 in her purse. Everybody know that candy is half price at CVS the day after.
She was buying rock.
She was buying Boochie
Bitch was
Cat.
out
That's what
there
she was
buying
buying.
rock.
She was buying Boochie Cat.
Listen, that bitch
No.
was out there buying ass cane. That shit.
So,
That bitch was out there buying that rock.
so look,
You
I'm
carry
telling you,
three.
so look, look at
at this point, I think
Asking was
she's
half
Don
off that
Jr.'s
day. Must have
dealer.
been.
She going to a strip club. That's all it was.
I think she's Don Jr.'s dealer.
Listen, that bitch. $3,000 on. How about Easter gifts? Oh, bitch.
Mm-mm.
Maybe
Ain't
1,000 for
way.
Easter gifts. That other two's for that rock. That bitch was out there trying to.
Man, please.
Might be on something. Shit.
So look here, man. We all know it's $50 for Easter stuff. 25.
$25 for the baskets.
25 for the basket.
Because the Dollar Tree
Not
there,
even-
$1.25.
Mhm.
Not even that, because if she near Meyer or something, they was like 2 for 10 the closer to Easter that you get. So
I'm saying.
there you
Yeah,
go.
and
Listen.
going to the
And she
Dollar
said-
Tree.
Remember, they were at a burger place for her family dinner.
A burger place. Not
A
even
burger
a happy
place.
restaurant.
A
Where'd
burger
she
place.
go? Red Robin?
Capital Burger.
Okay.
That's a
That's
thing?
where they was at.
She was at
Apparently.
Capital Burger.
No joke. That's where they was at.
That don't even sound like a place where you should be buying food.
That
Mm-mm.
That sounds like a
Mm-mm.
place where the meat is fake. Bitch,
that's it.
you bought that rock. Okay.
That sounds like a place where they sell Schmeat burgers.
That bitch got that rock.
I'm such.
Bitch got a ball. Fuck are y'all?
3,000 credit cards, blank checks,
Oh
messages on the bag.
Yeah, because I'm like, who still carries around a checkbook?
Only thing I
Person
can say
buying
is
that rock.
Must- it must be
You write the
nice.
check for rock.
It must be nice.
Like, they still haven't learned anything from Jerry Springer. Like, he was the OG get busted with a check, and they just keep doing it. The GOP just keep doing it.
That bitch bought some dope. Okay, she got that RFK special. Bitch out here buying speedball.
Said, look, I don't have cash on me, but I'll write you a check.
Listen, I don't even like it having that much on a card in my pocket when I leave. Like, I'll get my shit there, go here. Hey, but babe, take all of this. It's in the bank. Pay the bills.
See, like,
give me some shit to take care of mine, but free
No,
G's
see,
in
I get
cash?
frustrated. Like when I'm traveling up to Chicago, for some reason, my daddy is stuck in 1982. He has a habit of handing me like a couple $100, like here, just in case you need it. Sir, what am I gonna do with $100 bills? Okay, I can't put it in the vending machine. I can't do anything, and it makes me very uncomfortable having large amounts of cash on me. But he does it like right as I'm boarding to leave.
Yes,
So
because
there ain't nothing I can do about it.
listen, that's how old black folks operate. Like you didn't go to. My mother used to give me $25 anywhere I went. I went out with my cousin one night. She gave me $25. She's like, in case you gotta catch a cab. Old black folks do not play. T
Yeah,
minus
I
2 minutes
don't
to
know what
showtime.
mode of transportation my
Oh,
daddy
see, I
thinks
got
I
20. All I
need.
got was 20s.
No, no, no. When I say no, it's like $500 at as a minimum.
We let's start the damn show. Jeez, please, your father. If he giving out money like that, can I get up to it?
You didn't see my Christmas video when I was
Yo,
like,
just,
So,
Taz, I'm gonna start this damn
can
show.
can he adopt me?
Playing with you.
Yeah.
We gonna start this show now.
Can he adopt
ladies and
me?
gentlemen?
come on,
Jesus.
Andrew.
All right.
I don't eat much.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is Sunday evening, and you all know what time it is. The villains are in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is the Villain's View on GCPR. GCPR, where every voice matters. My name is Thomas Bishop. I am known as the villain. I am joined with my regular two co-hosts and our newest addition to said motley crew of people. To my immediate left is the newest member of the Villain's View family. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, let me introduce you to longtime follower, first time actually being a co-host, a perspective we have always needed, Miss Taz J. Say hello, please.
Howdy, y'all.
You're not gonna flirt your ass through this.
All
You're
I
not
said
gonna
was
do that.
howdy. You know what? I said I was
Howdy,
I
coming
see
to
what you
sell the
did.
records.
Stop.
I said I was coming to sell the records.
Yeah, you coming to
She
yeah.
said she's coming to sell the records.
She coming to sell the records.
She, hey,
Can you believe this? Like she
so look
she
at
already
man.
started on her bullshit. She ain't been here 15 minutes.
So look at man. She from around the way. She leaving with
She
something.
from around the way. She said she
I'm
leaving
leaving
here with
here with
something.
something.
God damn it.
She leaving with something.
To my bottom right is the angry IT nerd on the East Coast. He is the co-host of Superplex Party. He is an all-around cool-ass dude who does not like Hobbs and Shaw, and I don't know why. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the angry IT nerd. Say hello, please.
Hello, everyone. How's everybody doing tonight? I don't like Hobbs and Shaw because it's a horrible movie, and I'm very, very petty. I'm very, very, very petty.
It
That's
is a pretty crappy movie.
Hey,
That's-
hey, it
that's
had
a
Black
part.
Superman.
That's part of my charm. That
It
I'm
had
very
Black
petty.
Superman.
Yeah,
Black
Black
Superman.
Superman.
It's a black Superman.
Black Superman.
Oh,
It fit,
I'm a
it
black
failed as
Superman.
cinema, and it failed as
It is.
a
It was
Fast
it,
and Furious movie.
it was okay.
No, it was
Ladies
not.
and gentlemen,
It was
on
not okay.
my immediate, well, Zoom is always on some bullshit, but to my immediate bottom left is the cuddliest teddy bear in the world. He has the best looking beard in the Midwest. We're trying to get him to sing those deep R&B songs because we know he's not white. Okay? He ain't white. This is the lightest light-skinned dude you've ever seen in your fucking life. He knows it. We know it. I just waiting for him to stop playing and just tell the truth. Ladies and gentlemen, live from the Midwest, our Chicago correspondent, General Gambit, a.k.a. Gambit. Say hello to people,
Chicago, no, I'm sorry. Today we are coming to you live from Indiana, the Florida of the Midwest.
Yeah, I'm in Chicago this time. We swapped.
Is Indiana
Florida
the
of the
Mississippi of
North.
Florida?
The Florida.
Yes.
Is Indiana the Mississippi of Florida? Never mind. That just blew my damn mind, and I'm the one that said it. We have a very special guest this evening. Coming all the way live from TikTok. If you really want to know what kind of fuckery and jackassery our government is doing, this is the voice you need to listen to. If you are not following this beautiful human being on TikTok, I don't know why. I don't know why. Why ain't you got Teresa, don't you have a YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Okay, bet. So we have you plug it sometime this evening. All I see you on is listen, She goes live. She kicks ass. She is funny, smart, and beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, first time on this show, Miss Teresa Brown. Say hello to the people.
Hello, everyone. So happy to be here.
Look at her. See, don't let her demeanor fool you. She will rip your head off. I don't know why the hell anybody think she's not she's bad.
She doesn't. She's just nice. I do it. I'm flirty.
Same thing, fam. So before we get into interviewing Miss Teresa, let's go ahead and look at the news for this week, brought to you by Smoking Hot Mess Jess, aka our showrunner. This week in the news, yesterday in Vancouver, a car plowed into a crowd at a Filipino festival. According to Vancouver Sun, 9 people were killed and several others were injured. We are seeking an uptick in situations where a vehicle is the mass weapon of destruction and death. Here in the U.S., it is legal to drive into protesters in states like Florida and Texas. Of course, we have reached the days where guns are not the only problem in mass deaths, and states like Florida are proving to be just as lax with vehicular destruction as they are with gun ownerships. So, what do you guys have to say about that? Start with Teresa.
Well, hell, Florida made the shit legal. So, of course, we may as well try it anywhere. We got to remember Charlottesville.
Yeah, you think? I'm trying to figure out, why do people have such a big problem with other motherfuckers using their First Amendment rights to free fucking speech?
I gotta figure out
so
why
your car,
so
you're not able to get to
claim
marshals.
to love and know the Constitution have so many fucking problems with it.
Yeah, because you all are thinking logically. They're not thinking logically, and they're not upset about the protest. They're living out their greatest wet dream. Their wet dream is to take off as many of us as they can. That's their goal. They all think that they're jigsaw.
Yeah.
Ding, ding.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that this happened in Vancouver, which does not change the fact that MAGA is a disease, at a Filipino festival, the Filipino community is some of the nicest, hardworking, and loving human beings I've ever had the honor and privilege of being around. The fact that some jackass would run his fucking car into a Filipino festival, not protest, not a Black Lives Matter protest, nothing. A fucking festival. What kind of shit is that? All right. BBC reported Pope Francis passed away last week and was laid to rest yesterday. Among the attendees at the funeral was President Donald Trump and President Zelensky of Ukraine. They met briefly before the funeral began. Trump posted on his Truth Social shortly thereafter, flipping his stance and stating Putin has not been genuine in peace talks. Trump is now siding with Zelensky after once believing he did not have the capacity to negotiate with Putin in recent past. This comes days after he tweeted out Vladimir stopped, further indication that Trump is moving away from Putin on the world stage. Is that safe? Because Putin has a tendency to fuck up your drink. Or, my personal favorite, you buy groceries. You get out of your car. You walk up 9 floors. You put your groceries down and then decide to walk out the fucking window to your death. Putin has a tendency to, people have these weird accidents. Is it safe out here for Donald Trump in these streets?
Here's
we
more
important. We don't care if it's safe for him.
I don't like to answer your question with a question, but here we go. Do we care?
I think
fair.
America would flip.
That's fair.
I think you don't care.
No,
I mean that's a fair question. That's a fair question.
I'm not encouraging anybody to do anything against the president.
Yeah,
because of legal ramifications. But
send all complaints about Gambit saying this to the management at GCPR.
Yeah.
But Ghost Claw PROD.
But if Putin wants to do something,
I'm just saying.
Here's my only concern is the line of secession because it gets worse as we go down. We get rid of Trump. We have, I can't figure out what my name is going to be, how much eyeliner I want to have on, and which couch I want to poke JD Vance. From that, we have, I'm completely closeted and I really can't stand my wife. That's why I ain't been back since I've been elected into Congress. I snuck into the speakership Johnson. So,
After
like,
him is Chuck Grassley.
Oh shit.
see, I wasn't even going. I wasn't even going.
Did y'all not know that?
I wasn't even going to touch on. He needs to be rolled up and smoked in a blunt, but allegedly, allegedly, allegedly. But here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Couch fucker as
Trump,
president is gonna be nasty.
but see, Trump is still an asset to Putin because this isn't the first time that Trump has flip flopped and said that Putin was wrong. It makes the news for about 5 seconds. People talk about it and have a bunch of hot takes for 5 seconds, and then they move on because Trump, by the time we wake up in the morning, is going to be back on his knees paying homage to Putin.
Oh yeah.
There will be a 3 a.m. phone call, and tomorrow it will be a whole different story.
Yeah, like Trump,
because Putin is gonna call and say, hey, Trump,
act again.
I want you to remember, I am your Ray J. I had her first. Like, and Trump
I'm just saying,
gonna be back in his feelings.
Listen, Donald Trump is lucky he doesn't have pets. Talking shit about Putin, don't fuck around and that tabby that you love so much that you named after your daddy.
Donald Trump does have a pet. Her name is Lauren Loomer in MTG.
There you go.
Listen, BBL Loomer is just
I mean,
BBL Loomer. Listen, I have never met a person that when somebody asks if they want Botox, they just say yes. Bitch face look
where
like
doesn't matter.
That woman doesn't
Said
really
where?
Face look like a
You know what?
Jigsaw.
You know what? Just to be safe. So where you want Botox? You know what? Just to be safe, just right around it here.
Yeah, like if you could find a shotgun to blast the motherfucking
general
Botox
area.
on my face. Just, I mean,
No.
how you got a chipmunk face and a chicken body? The fuck is that? Like you. Anyway, I'm not going there.
Takes hard work, man. That takes hard work.
Listen,
he looks like, like if you've ever gone antiquing, and there's always that one creepy doll that you're wondering, like, who would buy that? She bought it, took it to the plastic surgeon, and it was like, do this. This would be
Say no more, fam. Say no more.
Say less.
I
Say less. I got you, fam.
For ages.
That bitch got a baby Jane face. All right.
She turned herself into Annabelle for real.
Yep. There you go. That's it.
All right. Here in the U.S., deportations have kicked up a notch, and now children born in the U.S. are being deported. The Washington Post is reporting that most recent cases involve a 2-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 7-year-old, all born in the United States and all citizens, have been deported to Honduras without due process. The 4-year-old is a cancer patient and has had no contact with the doctors and family here in the U.S. Now, they were detained during a weekly check at a New Orleans office for immigration. Within the hour, they were moved to another facility where no one could reach them. The next contact made with any of them was when they arrived in Honduras. A large portion of the Latin community voted for Trump. This is another leopard eating their face situation. I do have a question. Go ahead. No, please go ahead.
I need to preface this. I can't wait till Nuremberg 2.0.
You know what? See, this is why Teresa is necessary. Because I was about to say that same fucking thing. The American Nuremberg trials are going to be the greatest television show you ever fucking seen. Because Homan literally threw this shit out there. Well, we didn't deport American citizens. The children, yes, they were American citizens, but we sent them with the parents because the mother did not want to leave the child. So we did not deport American citizens. That man went a complete wiggly wobbly just to say, well, yeah, fuck yeah, we deported American citizens. And if it doesn't end,
anti-source, I heard that. I saw it on a Rolling Stone. This story on a Rolling Stone
interview,
or article. I tried so hard to debunk it because I didn't want it to be true.
Well,
I
here's the
couldn't.
thing.
And
People
every
forgot that
time,
they
every
tested this
fail,
already.
every article that I read about it just made me more and more depressed.
But see,
Yes.
this was
And
already tested. This was already tested. They tested it on a duo of children whose parents were going through the immigration process, were going through checkpoints in Texas. On the way to get treatment for this child that had brain cancer, they were deported. And then that's when they started the fight to
That's what,
alter birthright citizenship. And to get around it, they're like, oh, the parents aren't citizens yet. And this is why they keep lying to people about the pathway to citizenship, where you have to be, this goes. And they're going to keep doing it.
of
And
course they
let's
are.
also not forget, because a lot of people keep asking, like, oh, well, why are these governors, why are these mayors letting it happen? Have y'all forgotten that Homan has gone state to state and has let go of investigations on certain people and has said repeatedly on national television, you will do what I say or I will be back and we will have a
Mhm.
problem.
That's why I
This is
said,
why I say one, Trump is not in charge. There's multiple
fuck
power
no.
grabs going on at once. When Trump says, "Oh, I didn't know about this. My people didn't tell me about this. They said that we could do." He's not lying. For once in his life, he's not lying. These people realize they learned from his first presidency. He didn't learn crap. They learned that his ego will give them the perfect smokescreen for them to take over. So if Putin takes them out, we don't have to deal with
Listen,
Bondi, Bovey, and Homan. That's who we're gonna have to
all I
deal
can
with.
hope, all I can hope is when the American Nuremberg trials happen, that they end the exact same fucking way. Somebody needs to be in front of a fucking firing squad for this shit. I mail all fucking complaints to me. I don't give
oh,
a fuck.
I thought you were,
I can't
I thought you were
wait.
talking more like he was going to take a cyanide capsule.
Oh no. Trump, I listen, I'ma say it. Everybody gonna die. So there is no immortal people on this fucking plane, right? There isn't. But I don't know if Donald Trump is going to make it out of this administration because of his weight and his health. Listen, I want to watch Nosferatu on Peacock so fucking bad, but I keep forgetting because I see this motherfucker on the television anymore. Like as soon as I see him, is that great? He said, damn, I got to watch Nosferatu.
It's so great. It's the biggest.
Like,
I'm the
yeah,
healthiest
I'll
ever.
I'll be in the mood. Like, okay, I'm off, waiting for the wife to come home. I'm checking all the social medias and shit, and then I'll see him, and I'll go, I have not watched Nosferatu yet. Fuck. And I mean every fucking without fail. As soon as I see him, the first thing I remember is I haven't watched Nosferatu yet. And I heard that was a great goddamn movie. I heard that movie was fantastic. But who the fuck want to watch it when you got dumb Ferratu sitting at the fucking desk all the damn time? Every time. Every fucking time. That's what I'm saying. The only way this ends, the only way I want to see this bitch end is if somebody's standing in front of some paper with the hood on. Ready? Fire! Somebody got to go. You took a fucking 4-year-old cancer patient out of a. Somebody got to go. You got to go. Like you can't. It's no. Well, I'm just going to fade off into the sunset. No. You got to go. You upper room time. Like as soon as this administration is over with, like I'm talking about January 20th, 2028. As soon as this shit's over with, round these motherfuckers up. Start having military tribunals, bitch. You know what you did. I was just following orders. I don't give a fuck. And as soon as they shit, guilty. Take their ass right outside.
Guess who else used that argument?
That's what I'm saying. You go from your house to a van with a hood on, to a military tribunal, to the backyard, to the upper room. Fire! Bring like the guillotine.
Side point. I don't want a single damn Democrat to utter the words, my respected associate across the aisle. Fuck you. No. The first one that says that, you got to go.
And you got to go too.
For the job.
I'm not, see, what I said before, it bears fucking repeating. America's biggest mistake was we did not execute them motherfuckers after the Civil War.
There you go.
If we'd have rounded that ass
Yeah.
up and started giving them the guillotine, I bet you won't fucking. I bet you won't do it again. Listen.
No,
I won't go against the
biggest
federal government. I
mistake-
know you won't.
No, our biggest mistake was when they decided to put the kitchens outside of the homes on the plantation and left us in charge of the food, and we did not use our knowledge of land. If you catch what I'm putting down, allegedly, because it wouldn't have taken much to wipe the planet of a genetic mutation. I'm just
All
saying.
I'm saying is, Mr.
And
Nancy had
whoever
the right
invented
idea.
sunscreen, you and all your descendants, come here, because we could have been rid of this problem a couple decades ago. Come here.
Listen.
I just want to talk. I ain't gonna
Why
hurt you. Here.
Why the fuck do y'all think Mr. Nancy is one of my favorite characters in television history? You should go up there right now and slit the throats of it. Listen, all I'm saying is, if this shit, when the new administration comes in, I don't give a fuck who it is. If they don't start rounding these motherfuckers the fuck up, it's your house, the car, the military tribunal, out back, upper room, in that order. And what fucking defense do you have? Tom Holman need to be the first one. He need to be packing like on January 19th. He should have a backpack and a passport ready, because on January 20th, get that ass. Catch his ass at the motherfucking airport. Oh, you want to fly? Don't worry about it. We gonna give you some wings. Don't worry about it. Hey, partner. Hey, playboy. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it, dog. You want to fly, right? You got your passport. Where you're going, you won't even need it. Military tribunal, right out back. Oh, a room. I'm just saying.
I think that the next administration, the cabinet should be women and femme presenting individuals from every melanated community. Just let us have it. Just let us. We got this. And let us be able to. Some of y'all will understand. Some of y'all won't. Let us have free reign to collect all our switches from around the White House. Because them switches will have our ancestors through and through. It'll be okay. We got it. We got it.
Just
like
remember,
I said, just come here.
I offered y'all a military tribunal and a pop. She is offering y'all a military tribunal.
Well, thank you for the
like
pop.
y'all. Listen, y'all gonna be walking around. Your new name will be Mufasa.
Your name, Mufasa, boy.
You'll be
But it's
walking around
Aaron.
talking about Aaron, Pierre.
Aaron.
That's Mufasa.
Listen, y'all go, let me spit. All right. The Marshall Project is
as
reported
long
from Leavenworth,
as long as you're not giving us like really bad stereotypical names, like your name is Justin now.
Oh fuck no. You know what? I'm gonna skip
Damn
that
it.
one. I'm gonna read this one because this one is quite fucking hilarious. In Arkansas, Sarah Huckabee Sanders seems to think that her ties to Trump will somehow get her state relief for the recent storm and tornado activity wrecking havoc across the state.
Great.
He
Oh, my
denied
God.
the request and stated that all states need to do more to help themselves in the face of disasters, according to CNN. Arkansas is mostly Trump supporters. Seems like they're getting a taste of their own medicine. These denials come on the heels of cuts to FEMA disaster relief programs. Am I the only one? Am I the only one that is thinking about Sarah Huckabee Sanders' knees? You know how she has kneecaps. She has kneecaps with little faces on them.
Hey Sarah,
She is a
why,
face.
why don't you sell that podium
I thought the invisible podium,
that you spent so much money on?
Hey,
Right.
I'm just saying.
vacation allegedly.
I'm just saying. Can you imagine thinking that your closeness to Mac is gonna get you some goddamn relief, and Donald Trump looks you in the motherfucking face and says, "Nah, I'm sorry. If I
Here's
was
the
the
thing,
governor
look.
of a state and I supported that motherfucker and I got nah, do you,
First of all, Sarah
Mm-mm.
fucked up face Sanders. She been messed up since the beginning. Okay, yes, we know her for lying through her teeth looking like SpongeBob from Timu for Trump. But let's not
Mm,
forget that when her daddy was governor, they were living in a double wide behind the governor's mansion. Okay. Okay.
stop playing.
Then she
All
got
right.
Stop
into
playing.
the
Mm-hmm.
governor's
No,
mansion
no, no, no.
herself by the skin of her chinny chin chin. And she
Right.
decided, you know what, the people don't like me so much that they are fleeing the state to get away from me. She is what goes bump in the night. That she had to lower the age for children to work in factories. Okay,
Wait a minute.
that's how. And then she had a whole press conference with them. Then she decided she wanted to go on vacation with her girlfriend. I know that they said that that was just her bestie. I'm a very very gay woman. I'm queer as hell. Okay, I bleed fruit juice. I know a gay bitch when I see one. Okay, them peppers was hunching. They was swapping undercarriage fluid. And she decided she wanted to impress her and was like, yeah, we bought a new lectern that you'll never see. She took that heifer all over Europe. They were the European Union. Okay. They were scissored up. Okay. They was more scissored than scissor on stage with Kendrick Lamar. They was swapping all the juices. All right. They was the Hawaiian fruit punch. So the top of they're just a bunch of friends that was out there. Girl, I'm a sorority sister and I went to cheer camp. I know what was going on.
George. I need you to look up and find a way to get this fucking soundboard working soon, immediately. I don't give a fuck what the fuck else is going on in your life. I need you to find a
Dude.
way for me to use
So
these
look at man.
damn sounds through this fucking application. That's a slumber. Go. Damn it, man. Holy shit.
Oh, but look at me.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's the.
Well,
we got. I think I have a solution to that.
Which is
Well, got to do some testing, but we do that tomorrow. We do that tomorrow after
We'll
Sound
do
of
it
Coffee.
tomorrow. I don't give a
But yeah. I think
We got a bunch of damn Taz in the chats.
Look,
Okay.
I know a beaver whisperer when I see a beaver whisperer, okay?
they have names. Wait a minute. Wait.
I
Hold
give
up.
everything a name.
Hold the fuck up. They have names?
Yeah.
You know what? Never mind. Let me finish this. Finish this. Let me finish
You
this.
thought only men was DL? Oh hell no.
Hey, yo.
Beaver Barbies exist. There are beaver Barbies everywhere.
Oh shit.
You're not gonna do it. Like, you ain't gonna do this tonight. I ain't playing with you. Hold on.
Oh.
What last one? Washington Post is reporting from Florida a potential money laundering scandal with Ron DeSantis and the Hope Foundation, an organization headed by his wife Casey. $67 million was rewarded to the state due to misused pharmacy costs and overcharging. The money was supposed to get funded back into state programs, and somehow only $57 million showed up. $10 million disappeared. At the same time, the Hope Foundation received $10 million, then split it up amongst the organizations aimed at fighting the recent failed marijuana bill. The investigation has been stalled due to lack of participation from witnesses.
Oh,
That's
Are
your
they
$10
gonna
million
hide the
right there.
criminality anymore? Is that do
Well,
we?
No,
there's your money
because-
right there. The people that's not talking, there's your money.
There's your buddy.
You,
Wait a
you
minute.
know,
You get $10 million. I don't know what you're talking about.
even
what?
if any charges have come to it, I mean, you know what'll happen. Trump will just pardon him.
Yo,
But the thing is, some of this was also for his wife to run for governor of Florida. So you don't want to leave the fucking governor mansion. You're gonna put her in there.
but see, it's given
Right.
old school Governor Bull of Arkansas. Those of y'all that are not familiar with Governor Bull, okay, this was during the time where doctors didn't talk to the wives about even what was going on with them. Okay, it was a very tragic thing. So, and we need to really change the gubernatorial rules, okay, because they'll cap you off. Then if you take a break, you can come back, and that's what happened with old Bully Bull. Okay, but then the
Mhm.
doctor told him, "Hey, your wife got cancer," and he was like, "Oh, don't tell her." He's like, well, what about the treatment? Oh, we're not going to give her any treatment. Why? Because he forced this woman to run for governor so that he could stay in power by proxy, and that's what DeSantis is doing. He wants to stay in power by proxy because Mrs. DeSantis, she wants to be Jackie O 2.0, but she has the fashion sense. She has the fashion sense of a blind Dollar Tree Barbie doll. Okay, not at all. She
She
don't know how to match anything, and it's so
she
sad because
married the
she's
Build-A-Bear
skinny.
blockhead. What?
But
I was
she,
What
gonna
makes
say,
you
which
think
is
she can
only
dress?
hold
Look at
on,
her
which is
she's
only a
Right?
half step up from
right,
Build-A-Bear
but she's
Blockhead,
skinny.
who's
She's
got the
white,
fashion sense of a garden
and
gnome.
but she's a Disney adult. Okay, you don't even have to be fashionable to be a Disney adult. Just go in the Disney store and let them dress you. She won't even do that. That woman don't want to be there. Plus, let us not forget that she stole from Medicare. She pulled a Brett Favre.
Is anybody else surprised that Medicare still exists with the amount of stealing that goes on to it? Like this is why people think the government doesn't fucking work. Because people steal shit, then they go out in front of cameras going, you know what stole that shit that you was supposed to have for your mama's mama's sugars? It was the goddamn Mexicans. What the fuck? How do we still have shit? Why haven't the poor rose up and slayed these people? If there is a government program, whether it's state or federal, somebody gonna find a way to steal some money from. And
Oh,
then
you
they
wanna know
get a
why the
slap on the
poor
wrist.
haven't?
I didn't mean to steal $135,000 from my mistress in my Bentley.
No, the
I've learned
poor's
my
haven't
lesson.
risen up
Fuck.
because the poor's are the ones that are stealing. Let me explain. The rich whites are stealing from one end, and the poor whites is stealing from the other end. Because I've watched with my own eyes as stupid ass poor white people have sat around the table, forgetting that my black ass was sitting there watching them like, I'm gonna call the tip line. I'm getting the Crime Stoppers money off of you bitches, trying to figure out how to finagle the system to get shit for free. Like there is a woman I know today in Frankfort, Kentucky, ain't never had a job. Never had a job, and every 3 to 6 business months is trying to collect Social Security. Bitch, what you getting? What are you drawing from? The blood of your husband's pee. What is you doing?
Listen, I I'm not gonna talk bad about this person that I know. All I will say is this: I ain't never seen them work. They're older than me. They are older than me by 10 years. It if they've ever had a job in the history of these 63 years of life, I ain't never seen it. I
If
I
this
have
woman
never
didn't have
fucking seen it.
kids, I would say she ain't never put in no work, but she put in enough work to have them kids, and that's questionable if she gave birth because I don't know.
But why haven't the poor snapped?
Because they
At this
snapping
point,
at these fraud parties where they exchanging notes on how to get over.
listen, at this point, every
Terry,
poor person with
know
any
what I'm
goddamn
talking
common
about.
sense,
Since don't they?
I know.
They sit around and be like, if you white people will take in other white people, not because they care about them, because that other white person getting food stamps and they'll bring the food stamps into their house. Now, do they get groceries with it? No. They complain about what everybody else is putting in their shopping cart, but follow one of them motherfuckers around the store. They getting Stouffer's frozen everything and not in quantities that can feed the whole family, a whole cupboard full of snacks and drinks and everything else. And then they sliding some to the questionable neighbor down the street that's either bringing them pharmaceuticals or Bucci Cat. That's how it goes. I don't make the rules. I just report it.
Listen,
I watch these same folks. I get up. I'm leaving out to go to work, and they sitting there, standing there sipping a cup of coffee. Oh, you have a good day. I'm like, God damn, you're here when I leave. You're here when I come.
I
I'm the one out here busting my butt.
And watch
I
the
have to
neighborhood
tell
all
people
day
I'm
long and
retired.
still get the gossip wrong. They still
Yes,
get the gossip wrong, and that's supposed to be their one job.
I literally had to put Army veteran and Army retired on the back of my car because people was looking at me like,
Oh, I guess you living off your woman.
no, my fucking body hurts. My brain's fucked up. My hands are always fucking hurting and I'm cranky. I don't want to. I literally told my two therapists in the Social Security office, if you make me go back into a job without the cover of the Uniform Code of Military Justice and some goofy motherfucker says some shit to me, I'm throwing his ass through a window. I'm fucked in the head. Okay. Y'all need me home. Like, stay home, buddy. Just could you imagine I'm at work and I got to deal with some fucking little small ass dude that just got the job because his dad owns the fucking franchise, will kill you. Will kill you and stuff you in some shit. You'll get the
Yeah, I'm
fuck out
pretty
of way
sure
from
our
me.
neighbors think that I'm the mail order hooker. Because I rarely go outside. I work from home. A couple weeks out of the month, I'm just not here. I don't leave at all. We saw them today leaving to go to church, and they kind of gave that look like they don't. And my hair
Mm.
changed all the time, so they probably do think that I'm the mail order hooker.
I listen. If it would pay off this house, let's get to our main show. So Teresa, what is your problem with Christy Nome? Just for shits and giggles.
I mean, we
What is your
all have problems
we
with
all
Christy
have
Nome.
them, but you're the guest this evening. So what is your problem with Christy Nome?
At one point, I thought politicians were smart, but then I came across Christy Nome. Then I came across the woman who killed a puppy less than a year freaking old because it was too damn energetic. Isn't that the job of puppies? To be
Yes.
energetic?
Yes.
For those
That's
of
their
you,
one job. Yeah.
yeah, for those of you who have never heard the story, Christy Nome killed a puppy. She wrote about it in a book, which
I
how not
I think they took it out.
no, it's still in there.
Oh, it's still
No,
in there. Fantastic.
All of the GOP are making all these confessions in books. Some of them, they're taking out the books now as if those copies don't
Yeah.
exist and the Wayback Machine doesn't exist. But Chrissy Nome adopted a dog,
And then killed it.
decided the dog on a farm with plenty of space to run around was too much, and was like,
The
gotta go home.
dog
Like, home,
killed
home.
a chicken. The dog killed a chicken. Now, it's a puppy. Fucking chicken don't run that fast. And plus, the dog did you a favor, bitch. Didn't you cook that fucking chicken later on? But this is where it gets really fucked up.
have you seen Christy? What kind of cooking do you think she's doing that?
Listen, if that bitch is frying chicken, it is the driest, unseasonless fried
About
chicken
as
you've
dry as her
Let's face it,
undercarriage. That
it's
is
all
never
like-
does it.
Listen, Christy Nome's fried chicken makes Chick-fil-A's fried chicken look like Popeyes. I am
Christy
not
Nome chicken is like a Popeye's biscuit that I'm sat outside for 2 days.
But okay, so she takes this
Hard
dog
facts.
who killed this chicken into a quarry. So she didn't even do it in front of. It's like she took it down into a hole and popped it. Dog's dead. Christy, this shit got literally. Thank you. See, Chaos even said, but they said Michael Vick to jail. Christy
And
got
he
so.
wasn't even home for the crime.
Thank you. Christy got so happy with it. Got so happy. Ooh, I'm on this kill streak. Ooh. She went and got a goat. This is why I said fuck that bitch. This is why. Not the puppy, the fucking goat. She takes the goat down to the same fucking quarry. Now, the goat's thing is it rammed somebody. It's a goat. Bitch, what the fuck did you think it was going to do? So it rammed somebody, right?
They kind of do that.
So she shot.
Same thing as the dog.
Yeah. So she
They
shoots.
kind of do that.
Yeah, she shoots the fucking goat, and it
She
doesn't
rams my
die.
nerves. So does that mean we can? Because she rams my
listen.
nerves.
See, hold on. So she shoots it. It doesn't die. She walks out of the quarry back to her car, picks up another round to go back down there and finish the job. And this is the bitch in charge of fucking Homeland Security.
How bad of a shot are you that with 2 animals you got to load the clip again? Like,
Who does this? She murked a puppy with 1 shot, but the goat got to get 2. What the fuck?
so she can't even use the goat meat. Okay, the island girl in me is coming out, so she can't even use the meat after that.
Not with that
That is
with
wasteful.
shotgun
You know what?
pellets in it. And I'm
Mm-mm.
trying to figure out exactly what the fuck was she aiming at that she didn't kill the goat in the
Taz is
first
over
I
here.
want to
fucking
know what
shot.
she was.
Taz is over here. You know, goat and chicken go good together.
I just. But here's the thing. This is the
If
bitch
you
in
cook them
charge.
right, they go
So-
together.
This
So
is
the
bitch
tastes
in
balance
charge.
each other. They complement and balance each other.
Sitting here thinking about like curry goat and like everything else. Like,
Listen, not with that many bullets in it. With that many
yeah,
rounds
no,
in it.
she, like, oh
You
my
mean, You saying that you eat that chicken like this?
So,
I'm my granddaddy child. I would. I would
So-
go through the whole thing picking pellets out. Like, we're not wasting this. Not in this economy.
We're gonna make a hell of a gumbo tonight.
Baby.
so Teresa, in addition to the murderous aspect of this bitch, what else bothers you about her?
Oh, wait, speaking as a black woman, I have never put my damn purse on the floor. I am 300 pounds. I will lift up one of these fat thighs, slide my purse underneath there while I'm at the damn restaurant. You're gonna have to flip me out the chair to get and I ain't got $3,000 in it.
That's
And see,
the
I
part
got
I'm
these
not
little
understanding.
like hook things that go on the table. Gambit can tell you, like, if I don't have any place else, I have a hook that goes on the table, and I will put my purse in it, and I bring an extra one for a friend. We
What did I say? Fat thighs save lives. They also save your purse and anything else you want to keep safe while you're out in public.
Yeah. Now, if it's like a little clutch purse, that's going under a boob. I ain't gonna lie. It's
There you
going
go,
right
under a
in the
boob,
shirt.
under a thigh.
Right.
She
It ain't going on
lost.
the floor.
So
She
where
lost
was
$3,000.
where was this that it was stolen? Was it out in public?
Yes,
It was at Capital Burger.
Okay.
Capital Burgers, a place that sounds like the meat don't taste good.
Yeah.
I
You
told
lost-
you,
That
you lost your
already
fucking
sounds
purse.
bland as hell.
Yeah, you
They-
lost your
I
purse
think
at a place that don't even sound good.
I think they sell schmeat there. But hey, let's set the scene. Because she's now saying it was
Okay, take me there.
illegal
Take me
immigrant.
there.
All right.
Here's the thing. So there's a white guy. Okay, he
Of
has on an
course there is.
N95 mask. He
Of
comes
course.
in. He doesn't look to the left. He doesn't look to the right. He doesn't go to the counter. He doesn't get a table. He goes upstairs to where she's at. He takes a seat at a table. And this table, he got it moved so close that he was able to take his left leg and slide it over and slide her purse over. Before that, multiple people said that they saw him eyeballing the purse. Now, why out of all the purses that they was there, she ain't the only one with a damn Gucci purse. And sorry, Gucci ain't all that great. All right,
Not
it ain't.
anymore. If
Mhm.
Chrissy Nome
And
can
then
have
he,
it, it
yeah,
ain't
and
good.
remember all of the stuff that's in the purse. Your boy got the bag, walked down the steps, and left. They were still there for a while. Come time to pay the tab, she was like, "Oh, where's my purse?" That's when they hit the cameras and realized multiple people sat there and watched it happen, including the Secret Service and her assistant that was sitting in between where the man supposedly was and not. Now she's claiming he was an illegal immigrant that was a part of an illegal immigrant gang, and I guess they just the purse snatchers. Purse snatchers round up. Like, I don't think so. I don't think so. She got blank checks, money, pharmaceutical. She had to point out that her makeup was in there, baby girl, Chris. Don't nobody want your fucking makeup. Don't nobody want this shit.
No,
I'm trying to figure out. So the Secret Service, her assistant, and other people watch this shit happen. They hate that bitch.
Well, let's not forget that he walked in and knew exactly where to find her. Somebody told him.
snitched.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey,
Somebody
Oh,
was
yeah.
like, this
that
bitch,
bitch here.
and he
She
was
gonna
like,
be here.
gotcha.
She gonna be right here
Hey, that bitch
at
right here,
this
dog.
time on
Hey.
this day.
Listen, the waiter was calling like, "Hey, man, want to hit a lick?"
Here's the thing, okay?
Damn.
I went to high school in Cincinnati, Ohio, at a school across the street from the University of Cincinnati. There's a particular restaurant known for its sandwiches up there. I used to sit there and watch UC girls set up other girls just like this. Okay? Like, girl, come on. Yeah, we gonna go get a sandwich from blah, blah, blah. Because they always sat at one or two tables because it was in between two exits. That's what that smells like. So, Christy, which one of your side chicks didn't you make name? Who did you replace that you wasn't supposed to replace?
Somebody
Which one?
set her ass up.
which
Yeah,
one is
because
For
like
real,
Chris
for real.
said, somebody sleeping in that bed and it wasn't the right person.
which one of these security guards said
Listen.
we're gonna be at this restaurant?
Somebody sleeping
Like, hey, yo,
in my bed.
Well,
They had to, and I'm gonna tell you who it was. It was the assistant.
It
It was the
has to be
assistant.
because the assistant was
Because the
sitting right
assistant
there.
knows what's in the purse. They know how much money's in there. They know where the IDs in it. Yo, the assistant's running around here. The assistant's like, hey, you could hit it for 3, but you give me a G, you can take everything else that's in that motherfucker. Like, what did you see? I ain't see shit. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I want to talk about the fact that she took her funky ass down to the border and dressed up like her ass was going to Fallujah. I'm not good with that. I'm not good. Go ahead, Teresa, because I know you would. Go ahead. Just say it. Just say it.
This is again. We're going back to Nuremberg 2.0.
Yes.
Under the Geneva Convention, you cannot use prisoners for propaganda, and according to them, we are at war with MS-13. So, did you not just violate the Geneva Convention by posing there in front of the prisoners? Can we hit her ass for that?
So
we're working on a list here.
Okay, so here's the thing, and I'm gonna ask everybody on the panel because I think the shit was real. I have heard stories that it was green screen. I have heard stories that it's green screen. I believe the bitch flew her stupid ass down to El Salvador and stood there with a fucking Rolex Ocean Master watch, her wind-blown, hair-blown hair, wearing a goddamn whatever the fuck, in front of men in nothing but drawers and New Balances. I think it's real, so I'm gonna start angry. Real or green screen?
Gonna go real because the amount of money that it'll cost for green screen, they're too cheap for that.
Okay. Gambit, real or green screen?
I think it was real because I've seen some off-camera shots too, like some that were from like the not the panoramic shot that you would see for like television, but like the vertical shot that you would see for social media. And I think that was real. I think they may have taken a background B-roll and maybe used it for touch-up if they needed her to like say something differently or say it a different way, something like that.
That bitch had touch-ups in front of all these goddamn El Salvador. It was Taz.
Yeah.
Real or green screen?
I'm gonna go with real only because I saw Congress debating over the budget surrounding this on C-SPAN, and she really did. She really.
She flew her ass.
I think she has a thing. I think she has a thing.
Doe's supposed to be holding the pocketbook, and they were like, "Oh yeah, this is a great use of our money."
But see, I think she has a thing for Bukele, who I call Wish.com Drake, because he's given budget Drake. He really is, and his whole persona it's really I got a white mama. It really is. And because he's a self-proclaimed dictator, I think that brings like a little bit of rain to her Sahara Desert down there.
Yeah.
So I think that's why she keeps flying back and forth. I don't even think it's for the prisoners.
Bless the rains down in
You know damn well if it makes them bony ass legs wet, I'll go to El Salvador, Mr. President. I don't care. I'll get on a plane tonight, sir. Matter of fact, I'm on a plane right now. I got to check on the prisoners in El Salvador. Like the fuck, Teresa. Real or green screen?
It is real because, and I forget the guy's name, he's a senator from West Virginia, took his dumb ass down there, standing in front going, thumbs up. I wish somebody started snapping them thumbs off.
Listen, I have never wanted a prison break more.
I was gonna say,
I'm not bullshitting, y'all. I swear for God and for the white men. I saw that. I was like, I saw that. I'm like, you
come
got
on,
your
riot.
ass out here
Come
with a
on,
Rolex
riot.
on in front of guys in boxer shorts and New Balance tennis shoes. Bitch,
I want a Republican
Attica. Fucking
Yeah,
Attica.
I was gonna
Here's
say
the thing.
Attica.
the El
Peacock is way
Salvadorian version
worse
of
than what
Attica
people
right
think.
here.
Right?
Let's
At least,
go.
yeah, but at least in other prisons, you get the basics. The people that are in CCOT, their families
Oh.
on a day-to-day basis are standing outside after they've identified them, and they're like yelling out windows so that the families know what to purchase. They have to purchase toilet paper, like everything for them to send in. So you're sitting out there with your Folex on. Okay, your hair plugs and your Botox. Like these people won't
All
pull
or
it,
nothing.
they won't pop it out your body like a pimple
Wear
and
her
trade
ass
it
the fuck
for some
out.
Twinkies.
Put
And
that,
at this
listen,
point, these people have been so deprived. Y'all got GOP because these are the only official trips sanctioned by Congress. Not when the Democrats go down there, not when the independents go down there. Y'all gonna keep doing this, and y'all gonna have a Shawshank moment. I want you to think about the Shawshank
listen.
moment that I'm talking about.
I just watched the first season of Andor. Me and the wife were watching it. They had a prison break in that bitch. When them motherfuckers was like, Andor was like, how many guards did they have on the floor? No more than 12 at one time. There was 5,000 motherfuckers in there. And that prison break had me I was cheered. Andy Serkis, the fucking phenomenal Andy Serkis, played one of the shift bosses. He said, there's one way up. And they started yelling, one way out. And they was running their ass upstairs and jumping off of the shit into the water. And he couldn't swim. But I have never wanted that more. I'm like, you know what? Let that bitch stand out there. Do them thumbs up and let them motherfuckers finally say enough is enough.
You know what's
All
really
I'm
funny?
saying is anonymous.
How do you say one way out in Spanish?
Everything is automated.
You know what's really funny?
Automated, anonymous.
Is right now the Miami Immigration Center is at the same point too, because they're at triple capacity right now. They're a facility that is built for 600 people, and they are at 1,600 people detained there right now. The own COs or not COs, but their own employees are going around saying, "We hope that they
open the doors."
Yeah,
listen,
because they're just going to help them.
one, buddy.
They're just going to help them because they don't care anymore.
Find the smartest one and give him the keys, and watch.
And speaking of helping people, to all the other countries out here, okay, if you see a melanated person, we don't agree with this administration. Okay, we will help you. Don't give us no smoke. Okay, you want a plate? I got you. You need a nap? I got some blankets and some pillows.
Listen.
I don't want the smoke. Okay, I don't even move that fast. I don't want to get dirty, and I don't want my shit blown up. Okay,
I got a whole ass shed. You can sleep in the top.
In China, I know that the tangerine toddler tyrant keeps pissing you off and lying on your name, and I understand. I'll hold him down so you can fuck him up. I will. But please don't come over here fucking with me. Okay? Please don't come over here fucking with me.
Fuck him up.
I'm bloated and I'm swollen and I'm constantly hungry. I ain't got time to be worrying about if you gonna come over here and try to fight with me too. Absolutely the fuck not. I'm a snitch.
We don't fuck with this. I'm gonna tell y'all something about black folk. Okay, we don't like incarceration. Period. We don't like there is no parts of incarceration that we find sexy.
And do I look like I want a uniform? Do I look like a uniform type of chick?
Don't get me wrong. I get the historic implications, but I don't think anybody does.
But no. You have to understand. With black folks, you know how some people break out in hives with shit? Ask the average black person about prison.
First of all, we don't even like to be put on punishment by our parents, okay? I
Thank
have
you.
325 pair of glasses. They're not gonna let me take that in the prison.
Fuck
They definitely
no.
not gonna let me take my big bin of snacks up in there. Okay,
Mm-mm.
they're not gonna let me have my devices, and they definitely not going to let me get my exercise in because my exercise is coitus. But that's beside the point. Absolutely not. Well, they might because I'm gay as hell, so it might be a little orange is the new black going on
You
here.
get the right
So I still don't
selling
want to
there,
know.
buddy.
You go over to Red Note right now. At least once an hour, a black person will come up and they will say, "We got nothing to do with this. We
Thank
have
you.
nothing to do with what
We
Trump is doing." Every
black folks,
freaking
black
hour,
people
man,
keep trying.
woman.
Yes,
I'm
we
like,
we
God
keep trying to warn people. We ain't got nothing to fuck to do with this. This ain't us. Argue with them motherfuckers over there. Don't we ain't got shit
read
to
the
do with it.
comments.
We is out. And listen, you know it's bad when other white people are like, do I get a tattoo? Like you know what the blue bracelets were? It was their realization that shit is fucked up and they gotta identify themselves. Them
No, you
motherfuckers,
knew shit was
white women
fucked
was
up
really listen.
when Ivanka disappeared and when Trump said, "Hey, can you sign this letter telling people I'm not anti-Semitic?" And Ivanka was like,
Nah,
old phone, who this? Fuck you."
listen.
My mom wants to
We
get a
know for a fucking
tattoo.
fact when and the fucked up part about it is when they try to erase our history, all they're basically doing is, okay, you want to erase black history. Okay. So that means the starting point is us now. Okay. We don't fuck with these people. Listen,
We don't at
we're gonna
all.
have histories of Bubba Johnson, the man that didn't fuck with them white folk. It's like Bubba was walking down the street. He saw 5 white men beating up on a cop. Bubba turned around and walked right around the store. This has been your Black History Month
Yeah.
fucking story.
Hey,
We don't
other
fuck with
countries,
them.
if you want to know who fucks with this administration, go into the houses and look for the seasoning that is used for decoration only. Okay, they bought it from Home Goods. It's still in the original packages, and they just got it as decoration with 2 inches of dust on it in the kitchen. Okay, everything is microwavable in that house. Okay, the kids don't match. They mismatch because they got mismatched pappies. Okay,
We
that's
not
who
fucking
rock with
around.
this administration.
That's it.
We not
That's
fucking
it.
with them, man. Like it people like Christy Nome are a symptom of a symptom. Whiteness is the disease. Fuck,
Michael
I said
Pruitt in our chat. There's zero
Christy,
proof that incarceration
Christy
helps.
Nome.
Exactly.
See, we should have
Nope.
learned this in the
Yeah.
80s. Christy Nome is what happens when you feed white people after midnight and drop water on them.
What about Rubio, who wants desperately to be?
Let
First
me
of all,
reset. I'm gonna reset this fucking show before I
no,
talk about Rubio.
legislation is the reason why we got Rubio because technically his great grandmother shouldn't have been allowed in the country, but she slipped in 2 months before legislation hit because she technically wasn't smart enough to get in for our immigration laws at the time. I can't stand Rubio, so I looked it up.
Damn, Rubio's great grandmama was stupid.
Yes. I may not know much about pop culture, but I know about our politicians and history. I be deep in their business.
God. let me reset this show and we're gonna talk about the rest of this fucked up ass administration. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is the Villain's View on GCPR and streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok until they decide we're harassing and bullying someone. Hey, TikTok.
Somehow we've managed to.
We haven't gotten kicked off
a
yet.
whole
Hour.
hour. We made it an hour. A whole fucking hour. Normally, we'd be gone already. My name is Thomas Bishop. I'm known as the Villain. I am joined by my regular co-host, the Angriest IT Nerd, General Gambit, Taz J, her first night on the job, and our very special guest, one Teresa Brown. Okay, so I've been having these series of videos that I've been making about touchy subject, white women.
Oh Lord.
Am I
Why
wrong?
are you whispering about the default damsel in distress? It's okay. They know who they
I
is.
am not whispering. All I'm saying is this. Over the past, I don't know, month and a half, I have become very disillusioned with a lot of white folks in general, but white women in particular. And the reason I become disillusioned with them is because all of this shit is going on outside of white women community, and yet, like, you can count the amount of times people are on social media talking about the fact that a 2, a 4, and a 7-year-old, the 4-year-old having cancer, is on a live. Like, you don't see it. You just don't fucking see it. You know, we've been having this continued fucking argument with goofy ass far leftists about voting for Kamala as opposed to voting for Trump, or not voting for that election cicada Jill Stein. We've been having this shit. Those conversations have been going on for months now. But I just think have and I'm gonna ask the two black women on this panel. Is it time to stop waiting for white women to get it right? Teresa, I'm gonna start with you. Is it? And I'm asking this sincerely. I am not asking this for a gotcha moment. I'm dead ass. Is it time for other women in marginalized communities, women of color, and stuff of that? Is it time for y'all to like completely like just say, hey, y'all ain't gonna get it right?
Yeah, they had me as fucking trad wife. I'm like, you want to go back? No, baby, we can't be with you. You don't even want to go forward. Your ass want to go back. Fuck you, no. You want to go back to when the husband used to beat you. You barefoot and pregnant. You don't want to go forward, and you have children. You have daughters. And this is you think this is good?
Yeah.
For you?
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. We all understand that we live in a world where, you know, I've been saying this since I was a kid because I was raised by a single mother. Okay, so I don't know who these submissive women the fuck are. I've never met one of these motherfuckers. I have never seeked them out. I've never looked for them. I don't want one. I wouldn't know what the fuck to feed it. What am I supposed to feed a submissive wife? The fuck am I supposed to feed it? I'll do whatever you tell me to do. Do you want
bland chicken and mac and cheese?
I'm just saying, like, here you are. You're submissive. I've submitted to you. You are the man of the house. What can I do for you? Please. What are you hungry? I'll go make you a sub sandwich. Is it? I don't
see submissive women because after their husband. But see, these are the women that after their husbands died, they die because they don't know what to do. But here's the thing: I ain't never waited for a white woman to do anything, and I've never decided to join forces with them. Not because of bigotry, not because of any type of prejudice. I know historically, white women like to infiltrate in order to shift the victory onto them. That's why I'm a womanist and not a feminist. They can take feminism and stick it right up their poop chute, okay, and not in a good way. Because waiting on white women to get it together, you're gonna die. And you're gonna die because white women only want unity when they realize they're out of their depth, which is every single fucking day. They don't know how to protest, they don't know how to do anything. The only thing they know how to do is to defraud. And what do I mean by that? Now we like to joke about Karens and the Richards. If you don't know why I call them a Richards, think about the nickname that goes along with it, okay? Because all they do is hoop and holler and throw a toddler-esque fit to defraud, aka steal from companies. But when it comes to their own rights and things, these dumb bitches still want to have somebody else do the work for them. They don't want unity and they don't want the rest of us included in shit. Because as they're sitting here losing their mind, doing out of business hours, I don't want to be in the way protest. They're constantly looking at us black women and brown women like you all should come out. No, we shouldn't. No, we shouldn't. Because if you were concerned about yourself and the rest of us, we wouldn't be dealing with Trump. We would be in a utopia with Kamala.
Do y'all remember the commercials that came out, like, what is it? Like, I think towards the end of the campaign where a man was going in with his wife and they were trying to make it like, it's a secret. You don't have to vote like he votes. Yeah. You're in the booth. You can vote for whoever you want.
Nobody has to know.
And I'm sitting there going, why not just tell these motherfuckers, fuck your husband? I am so very glad. And mind you, a lot of people are like, well, ain't your wife white? Yes. But you know what she ain't? One of them. Like it just seems to me like white women forget that they are a minority. Like if I've made this example, and I have yet to get one white woman to tell me otherwise. If the white patriarchy of white supremacy had its way, and it wiped everybody off the face of America, except for white men and white women, do you think this? Do you think the racism is going to stop? Do you think sexism is going to end? These white men gonna rule over somebody.
But here's the thing: I'm about to blow all these white women's minds. I've said this before, but I'm gonna say it again, and I'm gonna need y'all to pay close attention, okay, white ladies? I'm gonna say this slow so you can get it, because I know y'all on the trend of finally getting a copy of the Constitution. I want you to go through the Constitution, word by word, bit by bit, go through every inch of it, and then I want you to sit down as you come to the realization that you're the only creature within the confines of these borders that's not outlined in the Constitution as a human being. So as you're sitting here thinking that your red flag isn't racism, that your red flag isn't misogyny or sexism, because you think that you're going to consistently have a proximity to power, when everything shuts down, you'll be the new livestock. I want you to realize that. They intentionally wrote into the Constitution, person by person, community by community, that everybody else is now fully human. See, they took us from 3/5 to fully human, but they never once said, hey, white women, in the Constitution within the United States, you are considered a human being.
And what scares me the most is I won't even say election. I won't even say presidential. I won't say congressional. I'll just say in the buildup. A lot of white women don't get it. Like, I made a video, what was it? 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I sat there and told white women, this fucking abortion ban shit ain't got shit to do with the women of color. This is about white women having white babies. Do you know I got cussed out? How dare I, a man, try to divide women? I will, as long as my ass stays black and points to the ground, I'll never forget that. I will never forget
As
that.
if they're not dividing us every single day. And here's the thing, they do want to turn white women into breathing, walking, talking. Well, not, they don't really want them to talk. Incubators.
They don't want them to say shit. Just lay down, take this.
Here's the thing, y'all keep acting like white women
we'll even pay you to have
uglies with white men. These white women are out here bumping uglies with everybody else because they fetishize having biracial kids with everybody. And y'all know the subset of white women that I'm talking about. If it don't apply, let it fly. Because I'm nice and I'm kind, but I'm not benevolent. Don't get cussed out.
Here's the thing. Back when they repealed Roe v. Wade, think about how many Caucasian men were on here talking about, it was eugenics. It's really about keeping down the black people.
Oh my
And every time a Caucasian woman would pop up, I go, you do know they don't like the fact that you got your own businesses, you got your own home, you're able to travel the world. It ain't about us. It's about you. They want you to sit, heal, and stay again. They don't care about us.
They've never given a fuck about women of color. None of these anti-abortion shits have any fucking thing to do with women of color.
No, over the past 2 weeks, they've been losing their shit over college-educated white women. Mm-hmm. They're pissed at college-educated white women because college-educated white women have educated themselves out of racism, and they're pissed about it. They're like, wait a minute,
Yes.
you're voting against your father, and they're like, well, my father's kind of a racist prick. That's why I left his house and I'm no contact. Well, no, 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 no. You're obligated to your parents. No, 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 the fuck, I'm not. That's why we got nursing homes, and we ain't
Yep.
even got to put them in a good one.
Just
Nope.
say,
Okay.
just come out and say it. You're obligated to your race. You're
And
obligated
that is
to
what
your
I think.
skin color.
Well, you have to realize
No,
for the longest
no,
time,
I'm
white
not.
people started procreating not because of love. They replaced chattel slaves with their own children. This is
That's
why
why
when
they
they
had
talk
families
about
of,
children,
yeah, they
they
had
talk
dozens of
about it as a
children and shit.
workforce. Right. This is why they're like, well, who's going to take care of you when you get old? What, like, they talk about children as if they're accessories
Hell,
and a
hold on.
workforce.
Yep.
That's it.
Listen, when I'm old and I'm older, but I haven't hit Lion in the Winter. I can't remember where my draws are yet. But when that fucking does happen, I don't want my damn kids taking care of me. I don't. Listen, I want them to remember Dad and Baba the strong man. I don't want, hey, Junior, please come wipe my ass. If I can't wipe it, I'm gonna stay in the bathroom. I will use a toilet brush wrapped in toilet paper. I'm gonna do something. You know what I mean?
Get a
But
garden
it
hose.
just seems to me like
Just get a garden hose and use it as a bidet.
that. You think? Listen, I will install a garden hose as a bidet in my shit. But I wonder sometimes if maybe the proximity to whiteness is stronger than white women's survival instincts. Because I'm sorry, if you take something from me or you threaten to take something from me, I'm beating the shit out of you. Like, it's always fight or flight, but it just seems like with white women, it's always flight. You know, black women, brown women, native women will say, hey, they're coming after abortion. They want to tell you what to do with your own motherfucking body. White women are like, oh, poo-poo. Oh, poo-poo. Just poo-poo. Then it happens.
Because they've been raised and indoctrinated into being the default damsel in distress. And white women are not loyal. They're the biggest chameleons and the biggest ops. They want proximity to power and they want protection from whoever will give it to them. This is why they have no problem cozying up to a black man and then me mugging every black woman because in their mind they're getting something we're not getting. Baby, we don't want your land.
That's what
Okay,
I'm saying. Like,
we're concerned about our own. Okay, do you know how much energy it takes when you're dealing with a man? We ain't got time to look at yours. We're trying to keep ours alive and trying to figure out what the hell he wants to eat today. And if he's going to try to stick something in something that's gonna fucking blow up. Okay, that was a little personal. That was a little
that was
personal.
a way. That was
but
chaos. Whatever's going on in your house, man.
Goddamn.
She starts broad spectrum and then slowly narrows it down to something that
white
just might
women,
be.
they're always, if you look at them, they're always running to somebody to hide behind. This is why every 3 to 5 business months, especially on TikTok, there's a scandal of some white masked chick. Oh, she's not really gay. No, she found a bigger masked chick that was going to protect her for a couple of months, and now she's going back to the Peter Whacker. Okay, she's going back to the peen because that's what she really wants. And then you'll see women like, okay, perfect example. I love Mariah Carey. I do. She's a beautiful woman, a great talent. But we know Mariah Carey like her some dark chocolate undercarriage. Okay, she tried to dabble, okay, in the white chocolate side. And it was just frustrating to her. Okay. She got to the point where she even had to sue one dude. Like, you wasted my time. And I'm looking at the court case like, really, you wasted his time because you wasn't gonna let him touch you or come anywhere near you. What was you doing? But she needed protection at that time and she needed some things and she went there. There is a comment section right now on TikTok that is white woman gold, where they are telling the truth. They're like, yeah, I was raised to go here for this type of person to take care of me. I was raised to morph into this so I could be taken care of. This is why they will cosplay for 2 to 3 weeks anytime something happens and then sit back and go, Well, they're bringing segregation back, black ladies. What are you going to do about it? Not a
Not a
damn thing,
goddamn
Pepper.
thing. We
I'm
gonna
cashing
sit
in all of
down.
my PTO, all of my vacation time, and I'm about to go sit on the face. Y'all got it. You voted this way.
Wait a minute. Y'all allowed the Daughters of Liberty to take books out of your
I,
school, and then
I
you look at us thinking, what we gonna do about it? What I'm gonna do is go buy those books and see to
thank
it that my
you.
niece has access and her friends have access. Your child don't
Do
have
you
access.
see what I'm
That
saying?
is my
I
Like
mean,
mom.
your child can
Moms
have
for Liberty
access. I
walk
will give
they
your child access, but it's going to cost.
I
Okay? And I ain't cheap.
white women sat there and watched as the caravan Taliban walked their ass up. First off, whether it's my daughter who is still in special education or my grandkids who are still in school, if you gonna come in and affect any of this shit, oh, it's misunderstandings and furniture moving. I'm there before you are. Bring your monkey ass in there talking about banning some shit. Wait a minute, wait. Ban a book my grandkids love? Oh no. You gonna have to see me outside, partner. White women were just like, well, it can't be that bad. The fuck you mean it can't be that bad? What good country ever banned books? What, find me the country in history on the face of the fucking earth that was the good guys that banned books. And then you saw the list of books they were banning. Predominantly black, predominantly gay. Do you see what I'm saying? And white women said to just because had black women rose up, they would have called y'all angry. Had Latino women rose up, they'd have said, ooh, it's spicy. Had any other group of women other than white women stood up, they got a stereotype waiting on that ass. Bunch of angry black women came in there to argue about books. But had a pack of white women want their ass up in there, like Moms for Liberty versus Bitch Sit Down. Like they could have, they could have. There's your name. There, I just gave you one. BSD. Bitch Sit Down. Like y'all could just walk around with BSD shirts. Who you here for? Because we heard Moms for Liberty was here. Well, what do you want to talk to him about? We want to talk about sit your funky ass the fuck down and shut the fuck up. Stop banning shit. Ain't no country ever been that bans a book. It's never happened.
If y'all want to ban stuff so bad, ban your daddies, ban your brothers, ban your husbands, ban these bitch ass boys that you raising. Well, I'm sorry, you're not even raising, that you're housing. Okay? There are battery operated boyfriends out there. Okay? There's a down bad stud right now that she'll be there. She'll even mow your lawn. She'll rotate your tires. Okay? Just let her snip it a little bit. Okay? Ban them motherfuckers. I mean, y'all sitting here cowering to men that you are paying for. You are financing. What happened to no finance, no romance? What happened to you got to have a job if you want to be with me? Y'all are paying these men to abuse you. Do you know how ass backwards that?
What happened
to you? You would have to remove all the bass from your voice and detach your peen and hand it to me. If I'm financing your whole fucking life and you turn around and you gonna tell me how I'm gonna be able to vote, boy, if you
that's
don't,
what
I'm getting all the Vaseline and you gonna be saying my name. Okay, call me Destiny.
Think about that though. Just think about that.
We skipped some levels.
White women have been relied on to keep Donald Trump's funky ass the fuck out of the White House 3 times. 3 fucking times. When Donald Trump rolled his big ass down that goddamn escalator, there was some things that was already apparent. Black folks wasn't fucking with it. They wasn't. There was a whole lot of us going, oh, did we forget 1989? Did anybody forget that? Oh, we all remember? Yeah, fuck him. Okay? There was a whole lot of motherfucking people that were, they were kind of okay. Like, we'll let them see. White women knew what kind of narcissistic piece of shit he was. They heard that goddamn Access Hollywood tape. That shit was everywhere. I was hearing remixes of this motherfucker, and I wasn't even trying to listen to like, what? Grab by the what? He grabbed what? White women heard this. White women heard the stories of other women who have been assaulted by this motherfucker. The fucking 2016 election comes. You have a white woman at the top of the ticket. You got one of your own. It's right there. You could. It's a field goal from the 10-yard line, but you can't even miss it. They kicked the ball into the crowd. They went sideways, kicked them up, just whee! So 4 years of that. 2020 comes around. Now we all like, man, this motherfucker gotta go. This motherfucker gotta go. And even in that, the majority of white women voted for Donald Trump. It just so happened a whole lot more people voted for Joe Biden. 2024 comes around. You have a woman at the top of the ticket. She just doesn't happen to be a white woman. But this is 8 years of this motherfucker doing this stupid shit. January 6th, the COVID the COVID situation, all of this. You have the opportunity to send this motherfucker home forever. What do you do? Vote for him again. He didn't. Donald Trump has not changed in 3 presidential elections. That's 12 years. In 12 years, I've matured. I thought one way. 12 years later, I don't think like that. This motherfucker has not changed one goddamn iota. Not one. And you mean to tell me white women saw that and was like, sign me up, bud?
Oh, because you forgot that the white woman boarding school How to Survive is allow the creepy old white man to touch you. Then you'll get either the MRS where he's obligated to take care of you, and if he steps out a little bit, you turn a blind eye to it. Whether he makes 2 cents an hour or $2 million an hour, you do that. That's what they're taught. That's why they have a problem with Hillary Clinton, and they don't believe that she's a real woman because she put the smack down on Bill and was like, "Look, we know, you and I know, this is a lavender marriage. So you keep your shit under wraps."
They've been together for fucking 40 years.
Right. And they have a transactional relationship. They had a mutually beneficial relationship, and that's what works for them. That's great. But these women don't like that. They want to be the Melania. They want to be the Kim Kardashian. They want to be the Blake Lively, where they're using their sexuality to get ahead. They have no problem with it. That's why they're like, "Oh, I wish he would grab me by," because to them, they see dollar signs. That's why every year certain white women cringe when the NFL draft comes around. And I love that my birthday is around the draft because I get a cackle at this every single time. Now we know Mr. Sierra, Russell Wilson, he didn't start off, dipping in the chocolate pond. Okay. He had a white woman, okay, when he got drafted. And that white woman thought that she hit the jackpot so much that when she was sitting there looking like a duck that just got hit by a car, her daddy kissed her like she had just secured the bag for the family. When Russell got drafted, and Russell was like, "Uno reverse, bitch. I'm not paying for none of y'all shit. I'm going to get what I wanted to get from the beginning."
I've never understood that lie or urban legend that a lot of black men say, well, white women are more submissive. Again, who are these motherfuckers? I don't know. What in the fuck is that? I had to literally go look and see what the fuck a trad wife was.
First of all, submissive just means if this heifer ain't gonna divorce you, she just gonna bury you.
I'm not.
That's what they mean.
I don't fuck with submissive. That fucking submissive shit is weird to me. Number one, and, I'm neurotic.
Y'all can't be a trad wife
on the internet
because that's a job. If you are an influencer, if you are a creator, if you're selling what you make as a trad wife, you have a job. Therefore, you're no longer a trad wife. And a trad wife, if y'all really, really want to be real with it, a trad wife was manipulative, a little homicidal, and had a business card in the bottom of her jewelry box for a gentleman who her husband knew was the plumber, but the only pipe he was laying was in the bedroom.
I'm just saying. Because
and that's probably who your real daddy was.
I always go back and think of how many black towns no longer exist because a white girl said something.
Yep.
Most of the South.
Like, Do you understand? A white woman can say, that black boy, he winked at me. Now, he might have had dust in his eye. He might have actually had a whole clump of dust in his fucking eye. Don't matter. Next thing you know, do you understand the power you have to have where you could say something and a town disappears?
There were towns that disappeared, and there were people that were lynched, and it didn't even have anything to do with a black man.
No.
There are women who, on their deathbed, admitted that they cried foul regarding men in a certain family because they were jealous of how the women dressed. These women who had to make their own clothes because they weren't even allowed into the store. And they were like, oh, well, their clothes were better than mine. So instead of buying from them, you decided to have the whole family off.
Yep. Here's the thing. There are over 200 towns. While they talking about you need to pull yourself up by your bootstraps, baby, they did. But y'all got jealous. Their crops were coming up better. They were making better clothes. You got jealous, so you wiped them out.
That small when you have a whole summer named after the destruction of people, aka the Red Summer, is the problem. But here's the thing, white people, save your energy on rewriting history, okay? Because if you could do it so well, you wouldn't have fled your origin countries, okay? If you were so bountiful and you felt that you were the global majority, you wouldn't keep adding to whiteness. You wouldn't keep adding people to the umbrella of whiteness. Okay. And also, you wouldn't have to steal people in order to keep you alive. And as you had these people keeping you alive, you didn't take the time to learn a damn thing. And you thought that once we got out of bondage, we were going to stop doing what we were doing? Absolutely not. Y'all proved how fucking stupid you were. You didn't take the time to learn our languages, but we learned yours. And you didn't think that was suspicious. And you really thought that we was telling you everything and translating every. Are you dumb?
I heard something.
By and large, yes.
I heard something that Matt Walsh said, and it's the reason I have been in this mood about white women for a while. He said this: the birth rates are not high enough. Now, if Matt Walsh was any more white, he'd be clear. Okay? He ain't talking about our asses. He's not talking about our birth rates. He don't give a fuck about our goddamn birth rates. He could give two flying fucks in a wind about our birth rates. The birth rates he's talking about, though, are white women. And my thing is, white women will hear this. They will see it. Because he puts it on X, gonna give it to you in the Twitter. They will see this man tweet this out and not put a direct correlation between the shit that normally comes out of Matt Walsh's mouth and that statement. Who the fuck do you think he wants to have these kids with? It ain't. When Matt Walsh put that tweet out, he did not give two flying fucks about black women. He didn't give a fuck about Latino women or Asian women or Pacific Islander women.
But here's the funny part. These white women are like, oh, you want us to have more babies? And you know what these white women have been doing for the past year? Having 20 V1s, 100 V1, 50 V1 with everybody but white men.
Couldn't be me. I'm just.
I said, first of all, I guess you're going to make your birthday real simple because you're about to have a gaping hole after doing all of that, Sheila. Look, Martha Ann, I'm going to need you to sit down. He didn't tell you to go climb on the Tyrone. He wants you to climb on to him because his wife keeps hiding from him every night.
But white women hear this shit. They see these white men talking like this. How come they're still burning buildings that ain't on fire? If a motherfucker said some shit like that to me, like if a black woman came out here and said, you know, the birth rate's going low, and then she start talking about black men got to put in work and make some more babies, I'm gonna look at her and go, hey, my nuts is here for a farewell tour. I'm done. This shit is over. Done. White women hear these white men talking about their ass like they the third person, and they don't go, hey, Matt Walsh, kiss all of my ass. First off, fuck your clique. fuck you and the clique you claim, motherfucker. It's
the fact that Mormonism still exists, and we have 2 billion stories every day all over social media about how poorly women are treated, and these heifers still go after this. These 16 with a 65-year-old husband talking about, I know he loves me down. No, he doesn't. Because as soon as you get done with puberty, bitch, he's divorcing you. Like,
that's
why?
what I'm saying. Like these,
like y'all, they like it. I love it. They truly believe that this is their personality trait. This is why they will marry cops and want to tell you that they're the sergeant's wife. This is why they are the worst dependents ever, whether it's active duty or and then the veteran dependents. Ooh, Jesus, I'd be ready to throat punch them. They get on my damn nerves.
We
And
had
this
a
is
whole
why
fucking meeting because of that shit.
Yeah, everything becomes their personality about everything else. Like, this is why I can't stand the whole boy mom thing. First of all, y'all owe Mrs. Bryant an apology, because when she said Kobe was a girl mom, it's because they only had daughters. Y'all done made it some toxic, crazy shit. Y'all want to fuck your sons. Go do it, white people. You're known for incest. Just go and do it and leave the rest of us out of the chat. I want out of the group chat with y'all and Shannon Sharp's crazy damn kinks. I know I'm freaky, but I keep it in my own group chat. You put it on the worldwide group chat. Just go fuck the bastard, get it out your system, and move on. You raggedy bitches need to figure out who you are as people, make that a personality trait, and then we can all get out of this Groundhog Day of y'all fucking us raw with STDs that we can't goddamn cure. I'm over it. I told y'all I'm bloated and I'm cranky, and y'all pissing me off.
I think I ended up in the wrong signal chat.
Oh Lord.
I don't know. I don't know if they'll ever get it. That's the part that I think hurts. Well, not hurt. It doesn't hurt. It hurts the future. It hurts the future. That the one fucking link that could put a stop to this shit won't. They will not do it. They will not do. They won't.
They want to be saved.
It's like, think about it.
They are allergic to work. The only work they will put in is slapping some knee pads on and showing everybody that they don't have a gag reflex. Outside of that, they ain't raising their kids. They ain't taking care of their husbands.
I was literally
they don't want to go to a 9 to 5. They don't want to do shit.
Who is it that could stop mass shootings today? Who is it?
White women.
White women.
White women.
They could. When your husband is trying to drag your little fucking child out in the woods at 3 years old, the boy just learned how to piss in a pot, but dad got him out there with a fucking a hand cannon. Why not just say no?
I want to know
you're not
going
to take Trevor out there into the woods.
No, I want to know where the carry white women are. I want to know where the burning bed white women are. Okay, that's who I want to know.
Again, that's the burning bed is a perfect example of what the fuck I'm talking about. A lot of white women have never watched that movie. Where
they at?
They need to watch The Burning Bed. I'm sorry. Farrah Fawcett scared shit out of me. Even with the name, because the name said The Burning Bed. So I was like, okay, inevitably somebody's going to end up in a bed that's on fire. I'm like, all right, cool. All right, okay, all right, great, fantastic. Man, by the time they got to the point where the bed was on fire and the motherfucker was in, I ain't looked at Farrah Fawcett the same way since. Like, I had a crush on her as a kid, and then I saw that shit. I was like, hey, I'm good.
Now, see, as a kid, I didn't have a firm understanding of, like, this is an actress. She's playing a role for years, like, till the frontal lobe completely connected.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought that was Farrah Fawcett. Like, and it was weird because I'm like, I'm attracted to you, but bitch, you crazy. Like, I really thought she was just going around burning people up, just like Firestarter. Like, where's the Firestarter white women? Like, where you at? Like,
where is the Sally Field Union woman?
Normal rank.
Where's the Silkwoods?
Yeah,
Where's the
Norma Ray,
fucking
not necessarily Sally Field, because let's not forget this heifer got up on stage talking about you like me, you really
man? Fuck
girl.
y'all. I did my work. I'm giving this award because I did my work. But it's like they are the link between white men who they're going to be in charge whether we want them to be or not, and the rest of us. And all they got to do just one time, just say no. How come we can't get, like, I will never, as long as I stay black, I'll never forget the last couple of months before the election. On the times I did watch television, because they didn't put ads in everything. Even if you have a streaming service, they got to put an ad in and shit, right? So I got to sit here and watch ads. And one of the ads, and this was on Paramount Plus. God, I'll never forget this. I was on I was watching Star Trek Discovery. And there's an ad. This white guy's like, okay, you know how you're going to vote? Yeah, I know. He goes over here. She goes over here. And it's like, you can hear the voiceover. He'll never have to know. You can do it. Vote for you. And I'm going, how you coax a motherfucker into voting for their own best interest?
That shit right there.
The fuck? Thomas, out your front door is an alligator, a crocodile, and a motherfucking anaconda. Out the back is a way around that shit. Vote for which one you gonna vote for. What the fuck are you talking about? You have me an alligator, bitch. I'm going out the back door.
But let's not forget, these are the same women that got an attitude because other women wanted to adapt the 4B movement for the United States with some changes. And they were like, oh, we got the 2A movement. Why you got to get violent? Because somebody else don't want to give up their coup de cat. Didn't nobody say you didn't have to.
That
this
was
is
the
a personal
wildest
choice.
shit I've
But then when
ever
you
seen.
when you really look at it, these women really truly think that their power is in a lady purse. And that's it. That's the only power that they think that they have. And I'm like, sweetheart, why do you think that y'all stay getting cheated on and you keep staying? Because I wish
I wish a motherfucker would.
I would. Now y'all know I love my man dearly. Okay, we go to war for each other on the regular. Okay, you know I love that man now. Okay, let me find out. Let me find, and we are very liberal in regards to our relationship. Like I said, we are looking for a girlfriend. But let me find out that he done dipped and died in somebody else's garden. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna send him to my mama. All right, he going to the other side. I love him, and I'm gonna cry hard at the funeral. But absolutely not. And do I believe that my power as a woman lays in my genitals? Absolutely not. What makes me amazing and what makes me a great woman is what I can put energy and effort into, and that is my brain. White women, stop thinking that you can rule the world with your underkid. You are not Helena Troy.
No.
Okay, there are some beautiful ones of y'all out there. Don't get me wrong. You're gorgeous. I look at your pictures. Okay, I look at your videos. But ain't none of y'all bad as hell that we about to start war over you, that a man is just gonna be like, yeah, looking at your undercarriage makes me go so crazy that I'm gonna just give you everything. It's a lie. Okay? Okay, let me explain to you. I used to be an ain't shit queer woman. Okay, I used to run through bitches like water. Okay, like a fucking river. Do you know how many times I told her, "Heather, girl, I'll pay for everything for you." When the sun rose, I was gone with them promises. It was just what the 3LW say, them promises. That's what they was.
Mm-hmm. I'm out of here.
Like, be honest with this. Has somehow I was raised, hey, dicks are a dime a dozen. You can walk in the room.
Why do you think?
And most men will go, all right, I'll give it a run. And hey,
why do you think I said that? I said that 3 years ago. A woman, there is no such thing. There is no such beast. There is no such animal as high quality penis. None. That fucker doesn't exist. I sat there and gave a description on a woman. She could walk out with the worst body odor possible, with a dragon between her fucking legs, one eye with a eye and a glass eye with a fish in it, fucking patch over the other one with Medusa's hairstyle, uncut toenails, fucking dragon feet, a flip flop, and a goddamn combat boot on. With her breath on 40, fuck 10, she opens her mouth and small woodland animals just die. She could walk past 4 dudes and at least 3 of them gonna try to holler.
Yeah.
Penis is not. The reason I laugh at people like Kevin Samuels, I'm like, you obviously ain't never been in no drought, and it shows. You ain't never been out here hustling. All you got in this world is I'ma shave and bathe. Hopefully you take me home for some of this. You ain't never had them moments. A woman don't even have to ladies, you don't even have to take the motherfucking curlers out your hair. You can have 4 different types of boogers in your damn nose, and one of your eyes can be like a wandering Biggie eye. I'm telling you, somebody gonna try to hit. I had a bonnet
on, no glasses, dust in my eye.
Literally, you could have a MRSA infection over the crack of your ass. Somebody could be like, so if I put a towel down, like you.
I told this man I had to be tested to make sure I didn't have the measles. He looked me square in the eye and said, we're going to have the measles together.
Do you see? I never understood that. I'm a high value man. Women gotta submit.
What are
you talking about?
It don't matter how slick you think you are. We have already determined if we want to sleep with you and how freaky we gonna be when we sleep with you. Okay, most of the time when y'all talk, you're talking yourself out of the cootie cat. I'm gonna be real with you. You're talking yourself out of it. Sometimes y'all need to just shut up and be pretty. Okay, shut up and be pretty. And here's the kicker. If we come out of pocket, that means that we are prepared to do some nasty, disgusting shit to you. And this is a prepayment on your therapy. Okay?
Do you understand? There have been many. When I tell you the drought was real, it was real. I'm talking the girlfriend ain't answering the phone. I ain't got a prospect because I ain't got no money. I'm sitting there walking around with a nuclear weapon in my pants. I can't even get a woman to look at me sideways. Who the fuck is this high value motherfucker that y'all keep talking about? I'm out here. Listen, I have scrambled Viticucci. I'm talking about, I got to make some moves. Like she said I can come over and get some, but she lived 20 blocks away and I ain't got no fucking car. I am walking in the motherfucking snow I'm bundled up like I'm on Hoth from Empire Strikes Back. They're going to put my ass in a tauntaun.
The only time a woman has to work on getting into bed with somebody is when she's trying to bed another woman. Okay?
That's it.
Some work. That is some work. And even then, it ain't too much work. It ain't too much work because you know
Girl, how to do we can experiment.
Because women are very, very simple. Because there's always gonna be some heifer that done been through the she was born in the lady pond, okay? But she gonna pretend like it's the first time. Just like the heifers that pretend they're drunk when they've been drinking mocktails all night and we know because they know a hit of alcohol on their breath. And they be like, I've never done that. Oh, I don't give a fuck.
Please.
Come on in here.
Please.
Let me ask this question. Does this explain Hexel? Because that's an ugly motherfucker.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
It
Have you seen his wife? Okay, first of all, his current wife used to be his mistress and his co-worker. This is why she got her. She all up in everything. See, people are like, oh, she's advising him. No, this bitch is paranoid. And I done went through all of this and I done talked so much shit to the ex-wife, to the other co-workers and everything else. This shit needs to work. But that bitch looked like she done died 5 times and been brought back to life every single time. And then he can't match up his sideburns for shit. I'm just glad he stopped pissing himself.
There is nobody in the Trump administration that is drowning in cootie. Every fucking person. Trump, Vance, Cash Patel,
Stephen
fucking
Miller.
Marco Rubio, everybody in the Trump administration, every single one of them, look exactly like I used to look before I lost my virginity. I am 13. I am 13. I got more goddamn hormones running inside of me. Yeah, I'm just going, do you want to touch me? That's the whole fucking Trump admin. The entire administration is a bunch of, I make that Chris Rock joke. If Coochie's running behind me, I can't run that fast.
No, they look like
the entire Trump administration looks like they can't run that fast. Like, whole administration look like ain't nobody ever touched.
They look like the Thum Thumbs.
Yes. Pete Hegseth is a perfect example of what the fuck I'm talking about. You know why Pete Hegseth had a mistress in the first place? Because he worked someplace where he actually had to talk to people. Pete Hegseth is not getting a woman's attention just walking out with all that hot lust. Man, if you don't get your white supremacist ass the fuck on, perfect example. Look at Elon Musk. Mm-hmm. Elon Musk is finding women on Twitter. I don't give a fuck with his mom. The mama named it Twitter. I'm gonna call it Twitter. He is finding women to carry his musty seed off of fucking Twitter. Do you understand the levels of depravity you have to have to
and here's the thing, he's not even
your baby mama on a
them.
fucking social media application?
Yeah, but they're not even swapping undercarriage fluids. Here's the thing. And he's not even smart enough. But he's not even smart enough to let enough time go past after being exposed by two baby mamas at once. Okay? Both of them exposed the fact that he don't like to pay child support. He promises to, but he doesn't. He has a child that is currently sick with I don't know what, but it's so bad.
It's a hereditary. It's a hereditary disease.
Yeah. Had to go public and is like, please pick up the phone. I need it. She don't even need money. She needs information.
There's no fucking way. She was what?
And
number
he
12?
Still won't do it.
Yeah, that child was number 12. There wouldn't have been no 13 and 14.
My thing is the women who decided to have multiple children by him, what were you heifers thinking? Because first of all, on paper, Elon Musk is technically the richest man on the planet. In reality, he's poor as shit.
Let me help y'all understand something.
Yeah.
Just because we got to end this fucking show. But I want y'all to think about this for just a second. Somebody is delivering that man's nut. Somebody has a job where they get up in the morning. They put on clothes that don't stink. A suit. They're getting a paycheck.
Somebody has a 401k.
They are driving in a car.
Ew.
To go wherever this man is.
Ew.
To collect spunk. And then he's delivering baby milk. Baby batter milk.
Yeah.
This
I wake up in the morning so I can get the Musk gravy.
Could you imagine? Like that, that's why I said that.
No.
That's why I said that's exactly why I said Shannon Sharp out here talking about baby batter or baby gravy or whatever the fuck that is. If you refer to your shit as such, I want you to leave. I want you to leave the planet. Okay. I want you to get on something. There is a guy who literally has a W-2 because he works for Elon Musk. And when asked what his position is, it is spunk scout.
Nope.
Seaman courier.
He is a spunk
courier.
He is the Pony Express.
The biscuits and gravy butler.
He is the Pony Express for Elon Musk nut juice. Let me end this goddamn show because I'm gonna end this show. There you go. There you go. There's a thought. There's a thought for all of you for this week. There you go. I gave you all something to ponder. There's a guy getting a W-2 for being the guy that delivers Elon Musk nut juice. As we like to do every week on this show, we like to have final thoughts.
There's going to be
And
so
we're going to
many
start with our
questions when
very
I go
special guest this
downstairs.
evening, Miss Teresa. Final thoughts.
Damn, that's a thought that's going to be lingering for days.
Isn't it
though? I'm at a loss. I'm at a fucking loss. We are all lost right now. We're trying to hang on for dear fucking life through this. Should we still call it an administration?
No.
Occupation.
This, I don't even know what to call it. I don't even know what to call it.
Sideshow.
I'm just. That's it. All right. Taz, newest member of this crew.
Before we move on to me, Teresa, don't forget to plug your YouTube channel.
Yes, please plug your YouTube channel. What is your YouTube channel? Where can people find you?
You can find me. It is Tea Time with T, TEA, Time with TEE. Come on over. I post. I do lives. I repost. I've even reposted Thomas a couple of times.
Don't do that. Don't do that. You want your channel to flourish, and I'm a chaos agent. Don't do that.
But you can also find me on Substack.
Yes.
Yes.
Stack. 1961.
See, look at that. See, Taz J, newest person on this crew. Final thoughts.
White ladies, please finally get it together. Doing a little work ain't gonna hurt you. Okay. Use your brain and not your jaw so much. It'll be fine. You'll still flourish. It'll be cool. And I'm gonna leave it there because I don't want to give Thomas a heart attack on my first night.
I ain't playing with you. I
told you I was coming over here to sell the records.
I know. I'm trying to figure out which one of these two gentlemen should follow you. And fuck it. Gambit, final thoughts.
Oh, Christ. Oh, God. Thomas, why do you do this to us? You leave us, you leave us with
you
this
know how the rank structure of this fucking show goes?
No. It has nothing to do with that. You leave us with this mental image of the cum courier. See, 5 years ago, I would have had the inevitable task of trying to get of drinking myself to the point of forgetting that mental image. No, I don't have that luxury. As of yesterday, I've been 5 years sober, and that is some weird accomplishment. I still have weird wrestlings with that term that I've accomplished not doing something. It's still kind of weird for me. But I guess I'll have to deal with smoking it away. But everybody, be kind to everybody. Be kind to each other. We're going through this all, and I don't know what else to do because this is fucking shit.
Hey man, don't think you're gonna gloss over the fact that 5 years sober, we just gonna pretend like that shit wasn't cool in the fucking fan. Ladies and gentlemen, General Gambit is the living embodiment of perseverance, and I am so very fucking proud of him. So, congratulations. And if you don't think I'm not gonna shout you out in the morning, you're out of your fucking mind.
Appreciate it, bro.
Angriest IT nerd on the East Coast. Final thoughts, brother.
All right, so first of all, Gambit, congratulations on your sober birthday.
Sober birthday.
Teresa, I'm glad you could make it here. You know, I'm sorry that you had to, deal with us, but hey, I'm sorry. I don't know what else to tell you. Taz, welcome.
Yeah.
I don't know why you agreed to come here, but again, welcome.
I told you I'm here to sell the records.
Seriously. They coming to see her.
And Thomas,
come to see you.
I'm not sure how to emotionally process someone being Elon's just
Blue Sergeant?
being his jizzicent. I don't.
I'm not telling y'all nothing that wasn't already in. It was in. It was fucking in the story in the Wall Street Journal.
I cannot.
There's property built.
I cannot
or bought.
Fathom someone buying a house with a mortgage and has a 401k and a Roth IRA and they're
these are the kind of thoughts that will keep me up at night.
And they're the Gugestapo. I mean, I don't know how to.
The Gugestapo.
Fucking, he jizzes in his pants and this man delivers it.
Thomas.
Okay.
You.
The jizz journey.
It's in the fucking Wall Street Journal. All I'm doing is repeating what the fuck they said. It ain't my fault.
We're not making it any better.
Man out here delivering.
So you
didn't have to tell us about the Admiral Seaman. You didn't.
That man.
I could have gone the rest of my life.
Come what may, we're here.
Hey, this man said, "Come what."
He hired the Pied Piper for real.
Shit.
I don't like none of y'all right now.
Wow.
I don't like none of y'all. You three motherfuckers. There's something wrong with y'all.
You know what?
Hi, my name is Gambit.
How
are you?
No, first of all, you took a vote. You took a vote on the Sound of Coffee. Should we advertise? What did they say? They went on. They started spamming my comment section.
Yes.
They started spamming my comment section.
Well, damn it!
You know that I'm not well.
Hey,
I'm not well.
Which means you fit in perfectly with this motley crew of motherfuckers. We ain't well either. Fuck. Did you think you was gonna get on some sort of PBS NewsHour?
No, like let's not forget that I'm the chick that went to the Looney Bin and
when Jess reached out to you, did she give you the impression that you was going on PBS NewsHour? Did you think this was the McLair? Was it the McLair Neal report? Did you?
No, because
what? Why do you think I said? Why do you think I said? You know, I don't know why you chose to be here, but I mean.
Okay. First of all, let's not forget that I went to the Grippy Sock Casino and Resort and incited a coup and made the psychologist cry because I kept calling him an elongated boss baby. I'm not well.
Did you say Grippy Sock
Casino and Resort? Yes.
Let me get my final thoughts. Now I got that going the fuck on in my fucking head. Here's my final thoughts. Just white women. I give y'all shit. I do. I'm gonna continue to do so until y'all get it right. Y'all gotta. White women are really psychologically fucking with the rest of us, and you know you are. Y'all could have fixed this shit in a minute. Y'all could have had a 4B movement in your house. Motherfucker, you tell you what, you ain't get none of this till you fix your shit. And if you take it from me, I'm gonna get your ass arrested. Just do that. But no, not at all. So yes, I am going to continue my I don't even know what the fuck to call it, but I will talk about white women until I start seeing some fucking changes. Because at this point, we all dancing around the subject, but the facts on the ground is this: the face of white womanhood, whether you want to believe it or not, is Kristi Noem and Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Oh, fuck.
Her sloopfoot ass and fucking Lauren Boebert
and Laura Loomer.
You know what I mean? And Laura Loomer. This is the face of white womanness right now.
You know, we had the Tiger King. Now we got Thomas as the white woman king.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. All I'm saying is you have to stop seeing yourself as part of that and start seeing yourself as part of this over here. Because until you do, we're fucked. We are fucked. Every day Donald Trump sits in the White House should make every white woman in America pissed off. Like, I didn't vote for this. I didn't want this. Every time you hear about a child being taken the fuck off out of the country and shit, that should piss you off. That should make you fucking mad. I want to start seeing more and more fucking lives about that shit. I want to see more and more lives about when are we organizing to fucking take our ass down to some of these goddamn detention centers and put all of this fucking white woman privilege on display and say, we ain't leaving till these kids get the fuck out of here. Stop waiting for somebody else to do this shit. You're capable of it. But as long as you think, well, if I'm close to whiteness, or if I'm close to white man, I'm somebody, you're going to get fucked. Because I'm going to tell you, I asked that question 2 years ago, still 3 years ago, still haven't gotten an answer. If all the marginalized communities was taken out of the United States, what the fuck makes you think that your ass won't be now? Them white men gonna rule over somebody. Them motherfuckers is leaving it with something. And if it just so happens to be your white ass, it's you. The power is in your hand. Why do I feel like I'm talking to Captain Planet? The power is yours.
Planet.
What
He's
continues to be is what we allow.
Thank you.
And
with that, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the end of a wild ass show. Teresa, thank you so much for being here. You are now a family member of the Villain. You, and damn it, if you ever want to bring your ass on here just to talk about some goofy shit, please let us know. Taz, thank you for agreeing to be a part of this family. Gambit, Angry, you always do great work. I don't even have to pat you guys on the fucking back. You already know. And for our listeners and watchers, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for listening. And we will see you all in 7 whole days. Now stay tuned for Conversations with T. Nathan. Ladies and gentlemen, the Villains